Aberration is a world of breathtaking beauty and unparalleled danger where survival hinges on your ability to master the wild. Understanding the intricacies of its unique and often hostile creatures will provide you with significant advantage in this unforgiving environment. In this video, I'll be sharing advanced strategies and expert tips for some of the most valuable creatures in Aberration. The Gigantopithecus offers incredible versatility for traversing Aberration's treacherous terrain. Much like the player or a ravager, this massive ape can climb zip lines, allowing you to navigate cliffs, deep caverns, and high ledges with ease. Additionally, this monkey can launch you great distances, which prove invaluable in a world where climbing picks may not always function as expected. Imagine being hurled skyward, combining the throw with a glide suit, or for the Cosmo to soar above dangers or reach otherwise unreachable heights. And don't forget, you can equip a mining helmet on your Gigantopithecus, offering not only protection, but also a handy little flashlight for those dimly lit caves and crevices. Now let's talk about the big crab. Once you've tamed a Karkinos, you'll begin to understand the depths of its true potential. No longer just a massive crustacean, it evolves into a formidable force, offering unmatched versatility both in combat and resource gathering. As you'll explore its capabilities, you'll find that its powerful claws can grasp not just one, but two creatures at a time, opening up endless strategic possibilities. Its immense strength allows it to carry creatures like the Ankylosaurus and the Doedicurus simultaneously, turning it into a mobile gathering unit that can harvest vast amounts of metal, stone, and other essential materials. With one of these creatures in your range, you'll find resource runs far more efficient, cutting down on time and effort. And yet, it's equally as formidable in combat. Picture this: the Karkinos, each claw tightly gripping a Stegosaurus, their spiked tails posed to strike. Set both Stegos to aggressive, and you've created a mobile fortress. As enemies dare to approach, the Stegos thrash out, attacking anything within range while acting as living shields, absorbing incoming damage. The Karkinos itself, with its natural tank-like resilience, becomes an unstoppable juggernaut on the battlefield. Bullets do not phase it, as it takes significantly reduced damage from gunfire. This will allow it to stride confidently into enemy lines, weathering attacks while dealing out devastation with the powerful Stegos in its claws. This truly is the ultimate war machine. But what happens if you find yourself on the wrong side of a Karkinos grasp? Well, don't lose hope just yet. Always carry a plant species Z-fruit on your hotbar for emergencies. When grabbed, throw the fruit. Its blinding flash will stun the Karkinos, forcing it to release you. Do be cautious though, the disorienting light may leave you stumbling and you could easily find yourself back in its clutches. Now, when it comes to taming this behemoth, strategy is key. First, set down several large bear traps, clustering them closely together, lure the Karkinos into the traps, and once it's immobilized, the taming process can begin. Here is where the Paracerotherium can come in handy. Mount a catapult onto its platform saddle, and as long as the Karkinos remains focused on your creature and not you, you can safely lob boulders to knock it out without fear of retaliation. And the benefits of a Karkinos do not stop at combat or resource gathering. This giant crab is also a valuable asset in taming other creatures. Set your Karkinos to passive, pick up a desired creature with a drag weight of 250 or lower, and watch while it sits there helpless. You can safely knock it out without ever being able to fight back. The Karkinos also proves its worth when diving for pearls. Whether you're at the bottom of a lake or deep in an ocean on another map, simply jump straight up and the Karkinos will launch you towards the surface with incredible speed without ever having to touch the ground to successfully jump again. For those early in the playthrough or strapped for resources, the Karkinos diet offers an unexpected advantage. It can be tamed with spoiled meat. In fact, it prefers spoiled meat over raw meat, and this can be used to your advantage because it also heals the Karkinos more efficiently. While raw meat restores 5 health per piece, spoiled meat doubles that, healing your Karkinos by 10 health with each piece of spoiled meat. With this method, you can ensure your Karkinos remains in top shape even during the most grueling battles or expeditions. While most shoulder pets in Aberration are known for their light abilities, the Dimorphodon offers something different. Tame a high level 1 for maximum effectiveness, and you'll have a mobile C4 delivery system. Stack as much C4 as you want on your Dimorphodon, then use your spine lance to target an enemy or structure. Once a Dimorphodon swoops in to attack, detonate the explosives for a devastating strike. Now, for a slightly more humane approach, set your Dimorphodon to aggressive while perched on your shoulder. It will act as an early warning system, screeching whenever danger is nearby, sometimes alerting you to threats before you even spot them yourself. Steal the egg and then immediately throw them and whistle them far above where they are safe from all the rock tricks who are about to bombard you. Even if you die, the egg will remain safe in their inventory. Just ensure if their light is on, you don't whistle them to a location that is full of seekers. Now, taming a featherlight can be quite challenging. These delicate glowing creatures are found in the dangerous red zone and constantly flit about, making them difficult to pin down. One useful trick is to bring a tent from scorched earth. When a featherlight lands, quickly trap it under the tent, making the tame much easier. Alternatively, you could use a wooden cage, though this method requires more precision and luck. By predicting where the featherlight will land, you can trap it in the cage and then feed it through the bars, though the tent method remains the more reliable option. The venom harvested from Nameless creatures holds a value far beyond its toxic origins. While many survivors focus on its traditional uses, offering as a tribute in boss fights or a vital component in raising rock drakes, its true power lies in its ability to save lives. When your rock drake becomes bruised and bloody from the relentless dangers of the caverns, a single dose of the substance can make all the difference. Feeding this venom to your drake instantly restores 100 health, offering a swift and vital recovery that can turn the tide in the most perilous situations. The Bulbdog. At first glance, this adorable wide-eyed companion seems more suited for keeping you company on your journey than offering any significant aid. However, it has a remarkable ability that makes it invaluable to any survivor navigating Aberration's treacherous waters. The Bulbdog, unlike many other shoulder-mounted creatures, can breathe underwater. With a Bulbdog perched securely on your shoulder, your once perilous dives into the murky depths of the fertile lake become a seamless experience. Its charged light illuminates the lake's dim areas, casting a soft glow that cuts through the gloom. The once hidden clusters of silica pearls become easier to spot, which means you're no longer fumbling around in the dark. But the Bulbdog's usefulness doesn't end at the water's edge. On land, this peculiar creature provides another unexpected benefit: its tendency to quite frequently relieve itself. While this constant production of feces may seem like a trivial or even comical quirk at first, in the early days of survival, it serves a crucial role. Fertilizer is a precious resource, and with a Bulbdog's steady supply, you can maintain smaller crop plots without the struggle of constantly searching for dung. Now, the queen bee can be a challenge. The moment you break her hive and she senses freedom, she flees further from your grasp with every passing second. Yet in your hands, you hold the key to her loyalty: honey. This golden treasure, harvested from the remnants of her hive, has the power to make taming significantly easier. Quickly place the honey in your hotbar, and with a careful toss, the scent of the honey pulls the queen back towards you. This is the moment to feed her. By strategically placing the honey, you can keep her tethered to a specific location and free from the harm of other creatures. Now, the angler offers something precious, and no, I don't mean its affinity for getting a massive amount of silica pearls. That is certainly a benefit, but it also offers angler gel upon consuming its corpse, an irreplaceable resource that can change the way you survive. Angler gel is a remarkable substance prized for its versatility. Also, for the creatively minded, angler gel can be harnessed to craft vibrant, colorful light sources. Fill a standing torch with this glowing substance and it will burn with an ethereal blue hue, transforming even the bleakest, darkest environments into places of wonder and intrigue. Few creatures are as versatile and fierce as the Baryonyx. When embarking on the journey to tame Baryonyx, the most efficient method, of course, is to use its favorite kibble. However, should you find yourself lacking in kibble, a trusty metal sickle can prove invaluable. With this sharp tool in hand, seek out the swift and slippery saber-toothed salmon. You'll find them lurking in the fertile zone cave, the shimmering bioluminescent cavern, and scattered throughout the mysterious blue zone. A swift harvest of raw prime fish meat from the salmon will serve as the next best food for taming. Once it's under your command, the true strength of the beast begins to shine, particularly in areas near water. Not only do you have its stun, which is commonly used, but also possesses a unique affinity for fish, not merely as a source of sustenance, but also as a means of rapid healing. The Baryonyx can heal at an astonishing rate by consuming fish, allowing it to bounce back from even the fiercest of battles. The Karkinos, also known as the giant turtle. It has a unique and interesting advantage to the fact that it is immune to jellyfish stings. Jellyfish are capable of paralyzing most aquatic mounts and leaving their riders vulnerable to a swift end. However, with this turtle at your side, it may not be the greatest mount to take into the blue zone, but you could pair it with a Karkinos, let the crab do all the fighting, and then use the turtle to take out the jellies. The Diplodocus is often overlooked for its unassuming appearance and plays a crucial role in both survival and resource gathering. This amphibious creature is uniquely adept at harvesting chitin as well as black pearls and silica pearls from trilobites. Its natural affinity for water allows it to easily navigate most aquatic environments with ease. It also gives the player oxygen while riding it. Now, the Diplodocus does have its quirks, particularly when it comes to care and healing. When on land, healing the Diplodocus proves to be slow, but submerge the Diplodocus in water and the healing process accelerates dramatically, as if the water itself revitalizes the creature. Like its distant cousin, the leech, the lamprey latches onto its host with a grip that can only be described as unnervingly intimate. But this parasitic embrace comes with an unexpected boon: 5 precious minutes of complete radiation immunity. But it's not just the protection from the relentless radiation. The lamprey also imbues its host with a charged buff, a crucial defense against the spawning of the dreaded Nameless. Yet, as with many gifts in Aberration, this one comes at a price. While the lamprey clings to you, your health steadily drains, and then there's the gamble of infection. Contracting a disease from the lamprey can sap your strength, reduce your stats, and leave you vulnerable. But for the seasoned survivor, there's a clever trick to harnessing the lamprey's power without the unnecessary risk of repeat trips to the blue zone. With a steady hand and a bit of patience, one can tame a lamprey using a fish basket. When the need for radiation protection arises, set the lamprey to aggressive, untame it, and it will immediately latch onto you. In doing so, you gain immediate access to its radiation protection and the charge buff without needing to venture into danger first. Mantas are agile creatures and notorious for their aggressive behavior, but there's a clever way to turn the odds in your favor. With a simple application of bug repellent, a remarkable transformation occurs. The mantas, as if by magic, lose all interest in you. They glide through the water, no longer looking at you like a snack. Taming the elusive basilisk is no simple task and requires a blend of patience, precision, and strategic foresight. Before you attempt to tame a basilisk, you should identify an area where ziplines can be strategically placed. These will serve as your lifeline, quite literally, during the taming process. As a basilisk's eyes lock onto you, its body coiled with lethal intent, you must dart back and forth on your zipline to avoid its spit. As you soar along the ziplines, carefully drop fertilized eggs near the basilisk. Once it catches sight of the eggs, its aggression will momentarily subdue, and it will begin consuming the eggs, which will start the taming process. What would typically be a deadly encounter and a tedious process becomes a relatively smooth tame. The Beelzebufo. This oversized amphibian is a master of biotoxin farming. Armed with a crossbow, take down the bioluminescent jellies, then send in your frog to harvest their biotoxin-rich corpses. The combination of safety with ranged attention attacks, and the frog's harvesting skills make it an efficient team for gathering this vital resource from Aberration's eerie waters. Dimetrodons and otters serve an indispensable role when it comes to hatching eggs. Long before you set up a dedicated breeding area, their ability to regulate air temperature by influencing the environment around them makes them essential for early game egg incubation. The higher their melee stats, the more insulation they provide. The moschops hold an unmatched reputation for fiber harvesting. This unassuming creature has a remarkable ability to gather fiber automatically as it is set to wander. However, there's an element of unpredictability in its gathering efficiency. The fiber collection can be inconsistent, and relying solely on the moschops to gather fiber passively may not always be the quickest route to success. For survivors looking to expedite the process, there's a more direct and far more efficient method. By utilizing the Karkinos to carry the moschops, you can dramatically speed up the fiber gathering operation. Simply walk the duo over patches of bushes and watch in awe as the moschops consumes them with rapid precision. In a matter of moments, you'll find yourself with a surplus of fiber, more than you would have ever thought possible. But the moschops' talents don't stop at fiber. Beneath its unassuming appearance lies an exceptional skill, the ability to extract organic polymer from fallen creatures. In this regard, the moschop stands unrivaled, boasting a harvesting efficiency that few, if any, mounts can match. Yet, there is a caveat to unlocking its full potential in polymer collection. To maximize the yield, the moschops must be manually ridden, allowing the survivor to guide it directly to its target. By activating its regurgitation ability after consuming the corpse, the moschops will deliver a significant boost to its polymer yield, transforming it into an indispensable asset for any survivor focusing on this specific resource collection. Beyond its impressive gathering capabilities, the moschops contributes another key element to early game survival: its eggs. Classified as large eggs, these eggs are perfect for crafting superior kibble. With this advanced kibble in hand, taming powerful beasts like the Megalosaurus earlier on becomes a far more manageable task. While the moschops might edge out the competition in terms of pure efficiency when it comes to farming organic polymer from corpses, its inability to gather resources automatically leaves much to be desired. This is where the dire bear truly shines. With your tame dire bear set to aggressive, it becomes a relentless predator. Build a Karkinos breeding area, and then the dire bear will seek out and consume freshly spawned baby crabs. Your once dire need for polymer has vanished, and this mighty creature continuously works in the background, gathering what you need without so much as a command from you. Truly, what more could you ask for? But the dire bear's utility does not end there. Not only does it conquer your polymer shortages, but also provides built-in insulation when ridden. This natural protection from the elements makes a sweltering heat and bone-chilling cold far less threatening. Amid the roar of dinosaurs and the hum of machinery, there exists a humble creature quietly laboring in the background, the dung beetle. Small and unassuming, this unsung hero is more valuable than it first appears, playing a vital role in the self-sustaining ecosystem of any well-run base for Aberration. Once tamed and left at your base, the dung beetle will pick up any feces that is dropped nearby, set it to wander, and it will convert this into oil and fertilizer. The fertilizer will breathe life into your crops, and the oil can be used to fill your industrial ambitions. To maximize the dung beetle's output, attention must be given to its weight capacity. By leveling this attribute, the beetle can carry even more resources. For survivors who find space a luxury rather than a given, the dung beetle can be housed in a confined area without losing efficiency. Whether placed in a modest greenhouse or locked within a simple wooden cage, this tireless creature will continue to generate its valuable goods undeterred by its surroundings. The Iguanodon's expertise lies in its limbs. Its claws can extract rare mushrooms, rare flowers, and even biotoxin from the fungi that dots Aberration's landscape. But the Iguanodon offers more than simple foraging prowess. It holds a unique and often underestimated skill, the ability to transform berries into seeds with a swift flick of its claws. This seemingly small ability is a game changer for those looking to establish a reliable early game farm. The Iguanodon has one other standout ability. Once it lowers itself to all four legs, it becomes a marathon runner with seemingly limitless stamina. Its endurance knows no bounds, allowing it to traverse Aberration's harsh terrain with ease, covering vast distances without tiring. Whether you're escaping from danger or simply exploring the far reaches of the map, the Iguanodon proves to be an invaluable companion. The Megalania offers a distinct tactical advantage that few other creatures can rival. At your command, the Megalania clings effortlessly to walls and ceilings alike, its powerful claws digging in as you ascend to the perfect vantage point. From this elevated perch, you are untouchable, far removed from the chaos below. This can be an effective strategy for taming basilisks as well as luring creatures to a wall to tame. Simply have them chase you and ascend the wall to a point where they cannot reach you, then turn around and start the knockout process. Lastly, this same ability can actually be used to steal rock drake eggs, as rock drakes cannot ascend to ceilings, whereas the Megalania literally can turn upside down, and they cannot be chased. Taming the Cosmo is a delicate dance of patience, precision, and timing, requiring not just skill, but also an understanding of its behaviors. The moment the Cosmo accepts your gift, it will attempt to dart away, sometimes hurling itself into less than ideal locations. The key to avoiding a wild chase across treacherous landscapes is in the art of distance. Once it has eaten, you must swiftly retreat approximately 15 to 20 meters, but don't go too far. This measured distance ensures the Cosmo remains stationary instead of running away, allowing you to approach the same location for subsequent feedings. In order to be successful in Aberration, it's important to know all of the unique abilities that the creatures on this map have to offer. Also, it's important to know where all of the resources are located. For finding all of the best resource locations on Aberration, then I recommend you check out this video here.